Yo, what is good guys, back here, another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions, and in this case, an explanation on why Seth Rollins is currently my favorite wrestler, sports entertainer, going anywhere in the world, no matter what promotion, no matter what brand, no matter what country. And before I share my thoughts and opinions on an explanation in this case why he is, would love to know what your thoughts are on Seth Rollins down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And when it comes to Seth Rollins, I don't know for sure if I said this in a previous video or on Twitter, but he made me fall back in love with wrestling. Little bit of a backstory. April 2011, I was 17, couple of months left of grade 11 and whatnot, and Edge retired early to mid-April. And by that time, the biggest thing that I was watching was WWE for Edge, and a little bit, or I don't think I was watching Ring of Honor at that time, mostly because it wasn't airing up here in Southern Ontario and whatnot. But Edge retired, and I've said it before, I'll say it here. He is my all-time favorite wrestler. He was the first one that made me fall in love with wrestling. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, yeah, Rey Mysterio are my two first favorite wrestlers, but he was the one that really connected with myself. He retired and whatnot, and from April of 2011 up until summer of 2012, I would watch bits and pieces of wrestling, again, mostly Ring of Honor, and a little bit of the Ontario independent scene. Kind of deal, mostly certain wrestlers than certain promotions at that time. And just for myself personally, nothing was really clicking. For myself personally, I was falling quickly out of the love, that passion I had for wrestling and whatnot. Then I want to say it was the spring of 2012. Again, mostly done with grade 12 at that time, last year of high school, last couple of months of high school. Then again, I want to say it was April, May, June time period. I might be wrong because it's been well over a decade now, but it was announced, or it was rumored then announced, that FCW would be rebranding into NXT, and NXT the game show would be the new developmental, rebranded and whatnot. And up here in Canada, or at least in Southern Ontario, they aired NXT the game show, and they would continue airing NXT developmental. And I thought, okay, it's developmental, I'll give this one a shot for the summer kind of deal, up until August, September. If I don't like it, maybe wrestling isn't for me anymore kind of deal. And Seth Rollins, he came out, I knew him, or I don't want to say knew him as Tyler Black, but I knew that he was formerly known as Tyler Black, both in Ring of Honor and on the independent scene kind of deal. But he was kind of pushed as that new face of developmental. This was a couple of months before he debuted on the main roster, a part of the Shield and whatnot. And that, when he came out, I don't remember who he wrestled, but this was around the Gold Rush tournament kind of deal, to crown the first ever NXT champion and whatnot. And he was that something for myself. He was that one person that clicked, again, for myself personally and whatnot. And yeah, he made me want to tune into NXT week in, week out, despite it being taped 3-4 episodes one night but aired over a course of a month. Made me want to kind of read spoilers, but not read spoilers. Okay, he's going to be on in the third episode of this batch of 4 TV tapings. I gotta make sure that I'm free whenever that episode airs kind of deal and whatnot. And he, again, it just clicked. Again, I don't know for sure if it was something promo or matches, or certain promo, certain match, or whatnot, or just something backstage, or hey, he was an independent wrestler and now he's in WWE, or something along those lines. It could be, I'm not denying that kind of deal, but it was just one of those, like, hey, I connect with him. Eventually got called up to the main roster, again, a part of the Shield, and being a fan, a supporter, a mark, whatever terminology you would want to use, of Seth Rollins, and therefore to a certain extent other guys, kind of deal, because I don't really watch one certain brand or promotion week in, week out. It's more of a, hey, Stu Grayson's going to be on this promotion that's in the US and it's on independentwrestling.tv. I'm going to check it out. Or somebody's on Fight TV, I'm going to check out that kind of deal. Or IWTV is more likely than Fight kind of deal, but I pay more attention to certain wrestlers than certain promotions and whatnot. And fast forward, 10 and a half, 11 years later, and I'm still like kind of in love with, or I still have that passion for wrestling. Of course, there's ups and downs with anything going on in wrestling or in life, let alone in wrestling and whatnot. And yeah, without Seth Rollins, I doubt I would be a fan, or if I was, I definitely wouldn't be a mark and whatnot, or a fangirl, or whatever kind of terminology you would want to use towards wrestling enough to talk about it, one, on social media in general, and two, make videos, edit videos, record gameplay. I don't want to say make thumbnails, but find thumbnails, put them to use and whatnot. But either way, that is why I am a Seth Rollins fangirl, mark, smark, supporter, fan, whatever terminology you would want to use, because he made an 18-and-a-half-year, or pretty much 18-and-a-half-year-old young adult that was either in high school or just graduated high school fall back in love with this wacky weird world. And I still kind of kick myself in the butt because I'm pretty sure he was doing a part of the VIP meet and greet access thing during SummerSlam 2019 weekend, and I could have met him if I would have budgeted that year better. But either way, that is it for today's video. Again, would love to know what your thoughts are on Seth Rollins. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Would love to know why. Back in the, or down in the comments, not back in the comments. You can back in the comments if you want to. That part's on you, but either way, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. I do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's